Hello, Greaseball Men, chip review time. We are back after a little bit of a layoff, I think since New Year's Eve, right?
Yeah.
So here we are. A lot has happened in the meantime. Care to give a synopsis, Blake?
Michigan won the national championship.
Woohoo!
The first time a Michigan team, or just any team I support, has ever won a championship in my lifetime.
This Metro Detroit area hasn't had a major champion since 2008 with the Red Wings. We've lost in the finals of things a few times since then. 09 Red Wings, Tigers twice in the World Series, 06 and 12. Well, 06 was before 08, I guess. But
06 was against the Cardinals. So if I was alive, I would have liked that.
I suppose, yeah. But Michigan basketball lost in the championship. Michigan State lost in the championship in basketball. But
I don't think anything's happened while I've been alive.
Michigan baseball even has lost in the College World Series final since then. So a lot of finals around town, but this is the first championship in a long time, so it's been fun. Plus, Lions, we got what coming up?
We got the wild card or the home playoff game against the Rams.
Yep, her first home playoff game.
Which I'm going to.
Right, first home playoff game since the 93 season. And we'll see if we get our first playoff win since the 91 season. But anyways, a lot going on in sports. Chips. Also, it's Danny's 13th birthday. He did not change his wardrobe at all, as you can see. Still dirty white shirts. We have one of his favorite brands of chips today for his birthday. Great Lakes Potato Chip Company out of Traverse City. New flavor that we haven't reviewed yet. Bold sea salt and vinegar potato chips, kettle cooked. I'm sure these are going to be good. I have high hopes for these. This is a really good brand. Skin on, as it says right there. Skin on. Local chip here to Michigan, Traverse City, which is up north. It's gluten-free. I would say that it's a relatively healthy chip, no cholesterol. I mean, obviously chips are not like, Brussels sprouts or anything, but no cholesterol, no sugars added. The sodium's relatively low, 140 milligrams. So the calories per serving relatively low, 160. So a lot of good stuff going on with these. But anyhow, let's see what we think. Let's give it a smell. Sea salt and vinegar. Sea salt brands do tend to be low on sodium. They tend to be lower on sodium, though. I guess sea salt goes a little further than regular salt does, sodium-wise. But anyhow, one chip, everybody knows the rules.
How does this only have 140 milligrams of sodium?
I think it's the sea salt. I think sea salt, like, it goes a little further.
Has a lot of flavor.
Thoughts?
Whoa.
Definitely more salt taste than vinegar taste, in my opinion. I like it, though. It has a lot of flavor, I would say. I've always liked salt and vinegar chips, so it'll go a little higher. I'd give like a 6.7.
6.7? You're already ready? Okay. I think Danny's right about not a ton of, like, vinegar flavor. The vinegar is not as predominant. Really good texture, very crunchy. Thoughts, Blake?
I like the crunchy texture, as Dad said, and I think the salt flavor is a little bit too high for my liking, but that's okay. And what did they sea salt and vinegar? I don't taste too much vinegar. I taste a little bit. I think the salt just way overpowers it, but it is on the healthier side. I like the crunch, and I could eat a lot of these probably.
Football chip?
If you like salty things, which is usually me, but then yeah. But if you can't have too bold salt flavor, like if you can't have a lot of salt, then no. So it just depends on what you can take.
Okay.
I probably can.
You ready to rate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go very similar to Danny. I'm gonna go 6.9. I think that. What? What do you have?
I'm just coughing.
Anyway.
Always something with tea.
But anyway, I'm gonna go 6.9. I just think the salt a little bit overpowers it, and I just wish they added more vinegar. I could eat a lot of these.
I'm gonna give it a lot of points just for the qualities of the chip, just how crunchy it is, the texture. I like the skin on. I appreciate the relative healthiness of it, if that's the right word. I think the flavor is good. I would say that the flavor is not outstanding, but it's good. You know, salty. There's a hint of vinegar. I'd probably call it a hint of vinegar. But it's, you know, you can taste the salt. The sea salt goes a long way. It's, you know, it's definitely a salty taste despite not being a lot of sodium in the chip, which I think is mostly a good thing in my opinion. I'm going to go a little higher than these guys, not a lot higher. I'll say 7.2. But most of my props on this chip are related to texture and just the overall quality of the chip itself. Not quite as much.
What are you doing, Danny?
Not quite as much the
You're like renegade.
the flavor. So anyhow, pretty solid overall. Happy birthday, Danny. And go Michigan.
Go
Lions.
blue and white. Well, actually, go both blue.
Yeah. And we'll be back. Not sure if it'll be before the Lions playoff game or not, but
Go maize and blue and go silver and blue.
Honolulu blue and silver.
Oh yeah.
Not so. It's not said silver and blue. Honolulu blue and silver. All right. Thanks, everybody.